On this edition of The Deep Shot, we're short one host this week, but that doesn't stop us from returning to a weekly show like we have been in the past. We give one final Apple Cup preview before the big game the day after Thanksgiving. For all you shoppers, that's Black Friday. Then we highlight the most important news in the NFL, mostly being that Josh Allen of the Bills have won 8 games and the Josh Allen proposition is 2-0. Then we have some NBA news to go over and some players. Is Zach LaVine a wash James Harden? We'll find out. Then we got some bricks and, of course, a country strong, still working on that trademark, play of the week, and then our bye-byes, of course. So all that and more, grab your concessions and find your seats because the Deep Shot starts right now.
Deep shot.
Season 5.
Live on Twitch
Josh Allen.
with no glitch.
Josh Allen.
Just tune in.
Josh Allen.
The Deep Shot chat updates.
Josh Allen.
Send your takes
Josh Allen.
only on
Josh Allen.
The Deep Shot.
I got a Twitch chat update.
Twitch chat update.
Tom Brady is a cuck.
I saw his girlfriend actually. Nathan Petermanson.
Oh my goodness!
The Deep Shot.
He's still got the mic in his hand.
The Deep Shot.
Hello, Deep Shot. Welcome to episode 506 of the program, 5th season, 6th episode. With me today, of course, my name is Chuck Sway, but with me today, Winston is on assignment, if you want to call it that. And we have Travis and Josh in the Deep Shot Discord. How's it going, fellas?
Good.
Good. Excellent to hear. Josh, you were on vacation. How was Mexico?
It was good, man. I played some flag football with a drunk Seahawks fan that followed us around the entire weekend.
Like you were Russell Wilson?
Yeah, he's from Canada, right? I saw this dude. We were at like the only bar that's open late in the resort, and I just said "Go Hawks" when I was on the way to the bathroom, and then he followed us around the entire weekend.
He's like, "You're my new best friend."
Yeah.
He didn't even come with a family.
He's really there by himself. Yeah. He was wearing a Huskies hat. And I was like, "Oh, dude, like you're a Huskies fan too?" Because he said he's from Canada, and he said, "Oh no, I just went to the Fiesta Bowl. I'm a Ducks fan." I was like, "What? What is?"
You sound confused, sir.
Yeah. So that's but it was a fun weekend.
And Trav, how was not Mexico?
Not Mexico was very rainy
And cold.
and cold and dark.
Yeah, we golfed around this morning, and it wasn't too pleasant.
It wasn't Mexico.
No, definitely not.
Not Mexico at all. All right, well, reminder, we're the only live podcast that has a live chat update, so when you hear this tone,
Twitch chat update.
we'll hit the chat and we'll read what your takes are and we will comment on them. Remember, no Josh Allen slander because he's on fire right now. No comment from you guys. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
All right.
No Markelle slander either.
Ooh, tune in later in the show. We have some Markelle renaissance, rebirth this week.
That's what I like to hear.
But let's do another. We did one last week, but let's do one this week. The final Apple Cup preview. We're 1 week out. UW lost to Colorado 14-20, so they're now 6-5. And WSU barely etched by Oregon State, won 54-53. So there are no longer bowl implications in the Apple Cup, but the bet still remains true. It's what, 2 apples out of Logan's hand for the loser.
Yep.
Okay.
Right.
So
Did you see
does
how many yards the WSU quarterback had, Chuck?
about half a mile with like 6 touchdowns.
Yeah, it was almost as long as Pullman.
That's honestly not an exaggeration. Yeah, like that's probably Pullman proper is the distance that he threw.
That was half of their smallest farm.
Hey, it's a big farm.
Okay.
Large farm. But okay, so does UW losing to Colorado make you nervous at all, Josh?
yes, and just as this entire season has gone, the team I think was just used to the most recent success we've had over the past 3 to 4 years, and it doesn't look like anybody really cares. So that's the biggest thing to me. And Chris Peterson just keeps dismissing blame. So to keep it short, yes, I am a little nervous for the Southland Cup, and not because the Cougs are actually good. That's the worst part.
Just
Because
because
the Huskies stink.
Yep.
they're big
Need a
stinkers.
new coaching staff or something. It's a very weird year.
Need some changes for sure.
Yeah.
Well, you know who doesn't need a new coaching staff?
Mike Leach.
Mike Leach and company, American Treasure.
Yeah, because he's won so much since he's been there.
He's so good.
He did produce the hottest quarterback in the NFL this season.
That's true.
Yo, there's
Josh
that.
Allen didn't go to WSU.
Gardner Minshew, my friend. Which I got
Zing.
I got a bone to pick with Jaguars coaching and just the whole city with that.
Because Big Nick is not doing well.
Big Nick got a little Nick. I'm not happy about it. But
Saint Nick.
But let's not jump the gun here because Josh Allen is the flagstone character on the deep shot. So we're going to start with the AFC East. The Bills hosted the Broncos and gave them a whooping 20-3. Gentlemen, the Josh Allen proposition is 2-0, 2 seasons in a row. Bills won 6 games last year, brought it down to the wire in week 17, and it only took 10 games for the Bills to reach the predetermined 8-win mark. So in the future, there will be Josh Allen signed memorabilia in the Deep Shot studio, wherever that is going to be.
I don't want to ever bet against this man ever again.
Honestly.
He has
Shows
the
up.
He might win a Super Bowl.
he has the ultimate blessing. And then I think so that news is the big news. I think it kind of overshadowed Frank Gore passing Barry Sanders for third all-time in rushing yards. But we're still proud for him. But I think Josh Allen and the
most
Bills as a
random
whole.
backfield ever.
Hey,
Like literally a Hall of Famer with Josh Allen.
you mean a Hall of Famer with Frank Gore?
Yeah.
Very true. Yeah, very true. Good call.
So there's some speculation that you know how the NFL is releasing like the top 1 or the top 10 running backs of all time?
Yes.
Have you guys seen any of that? Bill Belichick just Darth Cucks it
For the 100th
as he's
year anniversary. or
as
whatever.
he's
Yeah.
announcing it. But like people are speculating like is Frank Gore and or Adrian Peterson going to make that list for active players that are worthy of that honor?
Of top 10 running backs of all time.
Yeah.
I feel like AP is, but
Yeah, I
don't
feel
know.
like Frank Gore has just had lots of consistency over his career. Like I feel like he's always been.
which is
You
still
know.
admirable.
Yeah. So it's like, how do you determine how much value that really has? Because I feel like
Yeah.
AP's greatest seasons, like when he came up, what was it, a couple yards short of the all-time rushing record in a season.
I thought-
yeah.
I thought that was that the game or the season?
I think it was
That
the
was a
game because he was almost at 2,000 yeah, he was at like
Yeah.
almost 2,000 or something.
Okay, so it was for
Yeah.
the season.
Yeah, I think it's something like it was definitely season, not game. Yeah.
Well, and there was also a stat too that Barry Sanders got his yardage like 5 years quicker than Frank Gore.
Yeah, well, Barry only played like what, like 10 seasons.
10
9
seasons, and
seasons? Yeah, it
Frank
was, like,
Gore is
something-
in his 15th.
Yeah.
15. Call him LeBron at this
Yeah, no slowing down for Gore or LeBron.
Or
Yeah.
Josh Allen.
point, or Josh Allen,
He'll never slow down.
or
So,
Markelle.
not yet.
Yeah, but like off like the top of my head, I don't think Gore would be a top 10 running back all time. But
I feel like
because
that's just a
there's
position
old
that's
school.
way-
yeah, there's just so many
Way-
old school running backs.
Yeah.
Sean Alexander, does he make the list?
Stop
Nah.
it
No.
for one MVP year.
One MVP
Just
year
the
and like
O-line.
2
He
productive
makes it
seasons.
For, he makes it for the Seahawks top 10, but that's that much, honestly.
And then he falls down on the ground like he always does.
Yeah.
With his elbow pads, big bulky elbow pads.
Yes.
Shout out to
There's
Walter
swag.
Jones for that MVP.
Yeah, and Steve Hutchinson.
Yep. Oh, that's okay. You guys want to hear another funny story about my drunk friend from Mexico?
Was he actually Steve Hutchinson?
No.
It's a monster of a man.
We were just, I think Blake Davis has been on the show probably once or twice, right? 2, 3 times, something like that.
8, 9 times.
something like that. But funny guy. But he was a little bit intoxicated on, I think, the first night we met this guy, and just us being us, we were like, he said, "Who's the biggest Seahawks fan here?" And we all pointed at Blake, and then we were like, "Watch, he'll prove it. Ask him any Seahawks question." And she said, "Who was Shauna Alexander's lineman?" And I don't know what Blake said, but
He
Keenan was
named
like,
all 5.
no, just Hutchinson and Walter Jones.
Okay.
And that was like the one thing that tested Blake's knowledge.
That'd actually be ridiculous, like to know the right guard.
Yeah, can
I
we
know.
even name the other side of that line?
line?
And all their backups.
Yeah.
Like, I barely remember Max Strong.
Yeah, right.
That's my boy.
Man was a
Whoa.
beast, though. Can't forget that name.
Agreed.
Number 38. One above Sean Alexander. You know it was better.
Yeah.
Okay, so sticking in the AFC East, we had the Patriots play the Cowboys Sunday night. Patriots walked away with the win 13-9. This was a snoozer of a game. I mean,
It wasn't Sunday night, though, Chuck.
yeah, it was. Oh, no. Well, I thought it was Sunday night because it was getting dark here. It felt like a Sunday night game, but you're
True.
right. It wasn't. It was
Pretty much was.
America's game of the week because it's America's team versus America's cucks.
And it's Joe Buck and Troy Aikman.
Can't stand them.
No, honestly, though, that game was ugly. But
Yeah.
It had a lot to do with the weather.
Oh, yeah, weather was a
bad.
huge factor, but the fact that Zeke couldn't produce on the ground, and that's what you're supposed to do when it's all crummy out, is you're supposed to have your
Did you see
backs
that
take
towel
over.
on him, though?
You mean the
Dude, that
large
thing was
beach
so
towel that Josh probably had at the resort in Mexico?
Probably.
I gave it to him.
Zeke took it when he was training in Mexico before the season.
So statistically, if we look at it, the Patriots are 10-1, the Bills are 8-3. If the Patriots somehow have a late season collapse, which I know they're not really known for, the Bills could take the AFC East in the division. They're in a comfy spot in the first wild card spot, but let's not rule out that the Bills could be the division champs.
Don't they play the Patriots, though?
They play the Patriots one more time. They play the Ravens. They have,
In New England, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, it's at New England.
And they play the Ravens. Yeah, GG's,
That's
Bills.
tough, yeah.
Sorry.
Did we see that tripping call at the end of the Patriots game?
Oh, Travis
Dude,
Frederick.
That was actually rigged. Yeah.
That was dumb. I hate I never watch the Patriots play, dude. I hate it.
That was actually pretty stupid.
Yeah.
It's a rigor mortis for sure. And then
Up arrow.
at the bottom of the AFC East for the winners, Dolphins, they don't produce. We know that. The Jets, 4-7, hosting the Raiders, actually ran over the Raiders. Raiders were actually hopeful to make the playoffs, but after this win, John Gruden, he's not liking that Spider 2Y banana too much.
The Jets are on a roll, though.
They
Shout out
are.
to Sammy Darnold.
And I saw a tabloid that Sam Darnold partied like they won the Super Bowl and took some woman home. And the caption was, "You can't get mono twice, right?" So we'll see if
I heard he went home at like 12, too.
yeah, after an afternoon of partying.
He probably gave everyone in that club mono.
Well, we'll have to see if Mono Dono is active for next week. And
Very true.
and then staying on the east of the country in the other conference, Redskins actually pull one out against the Lions 19-16. Did you guys see the end of this with Dwayne Haskins with a one possession, one snap left, what he did?
Yeah, celebrating like he did something.
Right.
Celebrating, he takes, I'll roll this here, he takes a selfie with a fan, having no idea that he has a knee that he needs to go take. So Case Keenum runs in and does the dirty work for the young QB.
Haskins is so dumb for that.
And here is the selfie, which is disappointing. This isn't even like a clear selfie. This is pretty blurry.
Yeah, he needs to hold that more steadily.
Yeah, like if you're going to stay on the sideline the last play of the game for shenanigans, like you at least got to have
know
your
how to take
selfie
a
game.
proper
Yeah,
selfie.
it's got to be strong. So it looks like
Did you see the kick return by the Redskins in that game? He fumbled it.
he bobbled it at the beginning, right? And it went back to the house.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't know. The Lions, man, they're so disappointing.
They started what, 3-1-1 or 3-0-1 or something like that.
Something like that.
Do you
Stafford's
remember when
hurt
we
though.
went? Yeah. Do you remember when we went through that division at the beginning of the season? I'm pretty sure I picked the Lions.
Yeah, you were the Lions because we were all different. I was
I think the
Vikings.
Bears not much better.
Yeah, I was Vikings, and then Winston was the Packers. So it looks like Winston and I are the expert analysts for the NFC East.
That you are.
And so the Redskins, 2-9 now, were the only winners in their division. Going to the AFC North, currently we have the Ravens squaring off against the Rams on Monday night. Lamar finished.
45-6. Yeah.
Lamar finished the first half 9 of 9 with 4 touchdowns.
I think that big DiGiorno guy was onto something.
Yeah, maybe he was. If you didn't listen to episode 505, we had Quinn, a.k.a. Bake DiGiorno, on here giving high praise to Lamar Jackson. And since
Even before the
halftime,
season.
and before draft day,
Yeah.
draft day is when he was getting the hype. So, I mean, after this week, seeing Lamar Jackson's numbers currently right now with 6 minutes left in the fourth, he's 15 for 20, 169 yards, 5 touchdowns, and then on the
He's
ground.
done for the game too.
I don't blame him for pulling him. But after this week, I think Lamar Jackson bumps up as a favorite right now.
Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
Russ. Not a
I don't
very
think
good
it helps.
game.
Yeah, I don't think it helps that Russ had a very bad game. That touchdown he overthrew to Jacob Hollister was so bad.
I didn't
Yeah,
even see
it's
it.
always tough for a West Coast team traveling to the East and playing at the 10 o'clock games, but
It was super windy too.
yeah, I mean, no excuses, but
No excuses.
at least they won.
Yeah,
It definitely pushes Lamar up the rung though.
Yeah.
indeed it does. All right, let's check the chat.
Twitch chat update.
Let's see here. We have Tyler coming in with about 6 chats here. How's everyone doing? What it do, baby? With a bunch of emotes, all of our personal emotes.
What up, Tyler Dawn?
What's good, Tyler? Lakers about to be 15-2. Lake
I want to
Show.
see that tweet.
Yep. I'll tweet it. I'll tweet it in a little bit here. I think Tyler probably will too. LeBron greatest ever. Travis is a sexy beast.
Thank you, brother. Did I say thank you to that?
Yeah, I think so. we welcome those compliments.
Yeah.
Not a fan of Josh Allen.
We don't like that.
Play the clip. Play the clip, Chuck.
It's got to be in the Tyler folder here.
I'm putting my foot down. I am officially a part of the Josh Allen army.
Me.
Me.
Soundboard don't lie, Tyler.
Nope.
Tyler wants a public announcement that the Lakers are 15-2.
Go,
and then he
baby.
said, why does that guy look like Travis?
Who? Oh, the
Maybe
guy
Josh
taking the
Allen?
picture with Dwayne Haskins.
Oh, is that who he's talking about?
I do not look like that man.
Yeah,
That's who you're
not at
talking
all.
about.
I don't see it at all.
He must be a sexy beast, though.
Agreed.
Tyler thinks
I
look like
guess.
him.
And then anything else?
He just said, don't do it. Stop, Chuck. I hate y'all.
It's probably for the soundbite.
Let's go, Tyler.
All right. Browns hosting the Dolphins. Like I said, Dolphins aren't good. Browns actually put up big points, which is, I think, what a lot of people expected them to do so far in the season that they haven't really done. Kareem Hunt, first rushing touchdown as a Brown after he kicked that poor woman.
I think it was...
That's enough.
So delayed.
Couldn't unmute my mic quick enough, sorry. I was just in
I-
shock.
Yeah. I think the big thing in that game, I mean, Baker actually played well. Obviously, the Dolphins are horrible. But I think it was the first game that the Jarvis-Odell duo actually did what it should be doing.
Yeah, I
It
am.
was Odell's first touchdown, right?
Yeah. But he only
Nick
had, he
Chubb
had 6
went off,
carries
too.
before. Yeah.
I-
They have so much talent on offense. Man.
Yeah,
It's
their
just-
offense is crazy. They're
Yeah.
held back by their coaches, and Just Baker's poor play.
Baker
But they're still in the playoff hunt, surprisingly.
at 5-6. Yeah.
They're in the
They're only
playoffs.
like a game
hunt.
back.
Very grateful I started Jarvis Landry in fantasy. He had 10 catches, 148 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And then this
Revenge game.
Lil da baby da bop dance. If I can get the right tab, there we go. I think OBJ and Jarvis are at like the pinnacle of culture.
He's going baby on baby.
Like they're just with the times, you know?
You really are.
Like more than I could be, I feel. And then
I could see you doing some of these dances.
I mean, did you see the Dak hip?
Yeah, I did last week.
Yeah, I'm so uncoordinated and goofy, it's not even worth it.
I think you got to give the folks one of these ones now. One of the bops.
No, I will have to consult with a
Agreed.
YouTube tutorial before I hit that.
If Bills
Okay.
win the Super Bowl, we need it.
That's a bonus.
That's the ceiling right there.
No,
Yep.
if they beat the Patriots or the Ravens.
That'd be nice.
Either or, I have to
Either
do
of them, yeah.
a Bills bop.
Yeah, it's just a little bonus we'll throw in.
Okay, that's
you have to
fair.
You have to do it standing on a broken table.
Well, then it would have to be into the playoffs. Because if the Bills make the playoffs,
That's
I smash
fine.
a table. So then
Yeah.
what? I smash it, and if I don't have any internal bleeding, I get up and do the bop?
Yeah, then you're good.
No, it's fair. Very fair. Okay, as we segue into the fallout of the week after the Browns-Steelers debacle with Myles Garrett, did you guys see what was at the tailgates at the Browns? The Mason Rudolph pinata and the blindfolded Browns fans with a Steelers helmet
Yes.
trying to hit the pinata.
That is
Terrible.
so wrong. That's worse than the Jetsons.
Right.
It's-
After seeing like all the Browns fans like, oh my gosh, we're so disappointed in Myles Garrett, but it's okay if we do it, you know.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's just good fun.
Yeah, it looks
worse than the Jetsons.
like I wish they would have hit one of their other like their friend or something with the helmet on.
I mean, the blindfold is dangerous. Like, they're swinging it with no regard for human life, for Browns fans' lives.
Yeah. She looks like she's had a few too many drinks as well. She might have been in Mexico.
She was that man's daughter.
Yep.
And she's oddly a Browns fan. Oh, she almost hit someone by the cars.
She's a Browns fan from Canada. Get her on the pod.
I should have told my boy about the pod. He would have gone crazy.
He'd be blowing up the chat.
Honestly.
He'd probably fall in love with Josh Allen.
That's what we want. It's exactly what we want.
She hit the guy holding the costume.
Yeah, it was. There wasn't really any rules or regulations to the pinata.
They're just going for it.
There are no rules in Cleveland.
This is true.
That is very true. Their police force left about 3 years ago. Whenever LeBron left, all the cops were just like, "Yep, that's it."
Yeah, half the population left.
There's no rules other than to ruin LeBron's Game 1 legendary performance by
Yes.
being an idiot. Shout out to
Yes.
J.R. Smith.
Shout out to George Hill.
Hmm.
All right, so the Steelers, even though they have that embarrassment in Cleveland, they beat the winless Bengals 16-10. But they did pull Mason Rudolph. He had a 39.8 QBR, and so they put in Duck Hodges.
Who is
Why
that?
is his nickname Duck?
I
Who
don't
is that?
know.
Where's he from? Where did he come from?
The where do ducks live? The
He's
marshes?
from some weird school. The
The marshes?
He's from some weird school.
University of the South?
Yes.
Um,
I gotta look up this guy.
Delvin Hodges from Kimberly, Alabama.
Stanford.
Stanford? No,
No, Samford.
Sanford.
Samford.
Yeah, he's really smart. He went to Stanford, but they call him the Duck.
My name's Duck. Yeah. Heard y'all needing some touchdowns.
I'm the first ever man from Kimberly, Alabama to go to Stanford.
Basically, that whole town is probably just the Hodges family. You don't need a tie in Kimberly, Alabama to kiss your sister. I'll tell you that much.
It's like how North Dakota or South Dakota, whichever one, praises Carson Wentz.
South
think it's
Dakota.
Carson Wentz
Dakota, right?
sucks.
Wait, I think it's
Yeah.
South Dakota.
Yeah,
Carson-
I couldn't remember.
I don't think anyone lives in North Dakota.
You're right. It's just an empty state.
They have like
Yeah.
half an electoral vote.
And then the other half is South Dakota.
Yeah, they just share it.
One giant Dakota.
Okay, near the Dakotas, we have the NFC North, Bears and Giants. I feel at some point in the season when it's so out of reach for these teams, we're not even going to give them any shine. But the 5-6 Bears beat the 2-9 Giants 19-14. I mean, did anything important come from this game?
No, Saquon Barkley's been very quiet lately, though.
Very meh.
Yes,
Yeah.
he
So
has.
people are kind of talking about that, like he's been pretty bad.
Well, he also
might
has
sit the
been
rest of the games, but
he's been dealing with injuries though.
yeah, they want to sit him probably, and he honestly might sit, which could have high fantasy football implications.
Highlighter
think,
bowl coming for you, Dave.
Daniel Jones and Trubisky's QBR was combined was half of what Lamar's was today.
That sounds like a very believable stat.
It
Yeah,
probably was.
Like, I do not doubt that.
no, it's a rough one.
Trubisky, no TY.
He's really bad.
Yeah, not good. But the Bears were the only ones in the NFC North to win their weekly game. I know the Vikings had a bye week, and then the Packers squared off. We'll get to them a little bit later. AFC South Thursday night football. Texans hosted the Colts and won a close one, 20-17, and that was for the top of the spot at AFC South. So, do we see the Texans holding their position? Because this one's gonna be close. I can tell in the AFC South.
It's just between the Texans and Colts, right? Because the Jaguars are pretty much done.
Well,
The
Jags
Titans still in it.
Jags are 4-7, but the
Titans
Titans are 6-5, so it is a 3-team race.
Yeah, so I mean, if I had to choose, I'd probably pick the Texans, even though they're kind of underachieving a lot, but they still have the most talent.
Well, as
Colts
long
are pretty good, though.
Clowney.
Who?
Jadeveon Clowney.
dirt cheap,
Yeah,
got him
they're
for
probably
dirt
missing
cheap.
Seriously.
Dirt cheap.
Sorry, for duck cheap.
Oh, for duck cheap.
Got him
Shout out
for
to
duck
Devlin.
cheap. Duck Hodges. But we also did have, we had the Titans and the Jaguars that also faced off. Titans ran amok on the Jags, and I just want to ask a question. Does Jacksonville not know that they have Gardner Minshew?
No, he shaved his stash.
They just not care?
He shaved his stash, so he's unrecognizable now.
Nick Foles threw the ball 48 times, didn't even have a single touchdown.
Nice.
And he had maybe 3 rushing yards? Unbelievable.
Hey,
pretty
shouts
good.
out to Ryan Tannehill, too. Been balling ever since he was named starting quarterback.
Yeah, he has. Mariota who?
Yeah, Mariota bust.
And
Hey, the Ducks lost.
Yep.
Doug
Shout out
Hodges.
to Mariota.
Shouts out to Mariota. Doug
And-
Hodges.
And then we have Derrick Henry just running amok on the Jaguars 2 years in a row. He had, 70-something yards this week, and then, 94 yards last year, both at home.
Both against the Jaguars. He had like a 200-yard game against the Jaguars.
Yep. Does this rival the Beastquake? The one against New Orleans and then the one against the Cardinals?
No, because the Beastquake was insane. And the
Yeah.
implications of the game were
And in the
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Derrick Henry.
Yes, but, I mean, Tennessee isn't a seismically active area.
So it evens out.
The ground under Seattle is naturally supple and susceptible to shaking, whereas Tennessee, it's just clay, I'm pretty sure.
True. All that, I don't even know, all that guitar playing.
Yeah.
I don't know what happens there.
Shout out to all my country singers.
Oh, we're so out of touch with the times.
Sorry, Tennessee.
All right, now let's go down to the South, the land of Duck Hodges. NFC
Only
South.
University of.
In the University of the South, indeed. Bucks squared off against the Falcons. Winston, care to comment? Didn't think so.
You suck.
That's exactly what he'd say when he was here, anyways.
That's enough, John.
No, I just meant about the Falcons. Okay.
But the Buccaneers put up good numbers, 35 points, but they're at 4-7. Their season is probably done, especially in the NFC and especially in the NFC South. Same with the Falcons, so this was just kind of a garbage time game. But the Saints and the Panthers, this was a really good game. I'd probably put this game of the week.
Yeah, that was a good game. Shout out to Christian McCaffrey.
Yes, sir.
Christian
And shout out
McCaffrey.
to Joey Sly or whatever his name is for
Oh.
messing up the entire game.
Oh, you mean this week's cuck of the week?
Oh, he's the biggest of cuck.
He cucks the game-winning field goal off to the
So
right.
bad.
Just barely misses it, but enough to get awarded the cuck.
How do
hit
you
a
miss that?
52-yarder and then miss that? Man.
Yeah, like I don't understand.
Kickers are a different breed, I'm telling you.
They're literal cucks.
Kickers are people too.
They're people too, but they're cucky
Barely.
people. They're very cucky.
They're
Cucky.
very, very cucky.
So yeah, Saints moved to 9-2. Panthers fall to 5-6. Is the Panthers season over?
Probably, yes. Because Kyle Allen sucks. And honestly, Christian McCaffrey should be getting way more MVP praise.
He should, but you have
That's
to
insane.
carry your team to more victories. And unfortunately, with him being a running back, he can only do so much.
Yeah, MVP is pretty much just the best quarterback.
Yeah.
How good
It's
do you guys
kinda
think he'd be
stupid.
if you had Josh Allen?
Christian McCaffrey?
Oh, he'd
Yeah.
be the next Frank Gore.
I mean, facts. But I don't know. They'd have to share the rushing load.
Josh Allen made Frank Gore, am I right?
Yeah.
I want to give respect to players where the respect is due, and I think that's a little disrespectful.
Wow, I thought you'd be like, absolutely. Josh Allen, Hall of Fame.
Frank Gore entered the league when Josh Allen was an embryo. Like, let's
He was
just.
a little cell. He's a little sperm cell.
The Frank Gore.
He was the fastest one though, right, Chuck?
Oh,
Heck yeah.
fastest swimmer for sure.
Yeah.
And just broke the plane into existence. All right, AFC West. This is a little embarrassing for this division. There were no winning teams, but the Chiefs and the Rams, or not the Rams, the Chargers. I'm going to put a Rams in here. LAC. The Chargers had a bye, so it was really up to the Broncos and the Raiders, and they couldn't convert. They couldn't get the dub, but
They cucked it.
they cucked it. But NFC West, the Seahawks, they're 9-2. Even though the offense didn't play well, I thought I learned my lesson not starting the Seahawks D against the 49ers. I kept them benched again against the Eagles. But defense played really well, except for linemen that don't understand that you're not allowed to carry a ball. Just fall on it.
This always happens for the Seahawks. I don't understand.
Like, even if the call was, they turned around and called it dead before the lateral, but still, come on.
Why is he trying to like throw it? I don't understand. What are you thinking, Quentin?
Yeah, it's a defensive player. They don't get to touch the ball a whole lot, especially defensive linemen.
Chris
But
Carson had another fumble too.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't think anyone on the Seahawks knows how to carry the ball.
Honestly,
Well-
besides Rashad Penny, I guess.
well,
Yeah.
and that's what this clip is. This one's for Dave, giving the Rashad Penny love on his big run, biggest play of the game. Should he start? I think it's a general consensus that Rashad Penny should start.
I don't
No.
think he should start, but it kind of gives value to the whole don't re-sign Chris Carson for a lot of money talk, because I believe his
Yeah,
contract's
running backs
up.
don't matter.
Exactly, they're super replaceable, and they don't last long unless you're Frank Gore. I think.
Shout out to
it's just-
Frank Gore.
I think.
Dude, he works hard.
Oh, I love him.
This just adds value to that. I don't know. Rashad Penny, I think it was a waste of a first-round pick, but all good.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I don't think he should start, but he should get more carries. He should get like 7 to 8 carries because that's when he's best. Is just like making explosive runs.
Like a third down back.
Yeah.
I think you can see also what he does when he can get a little bit of a rhythm. When instead of just giving him one carry every like second or third down and taking him out, every once every drive or something like that. So I think it was good that we gave him the amount of carries we did.
Yeah, I don't understand Carson's fumbling issues. He literally never fumbled in the
Yeah, now he
NFL,
has, like,
or
7.
college, and now he's like 20.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
8 in the first like freaking 8 games. It's terrible.
What would you rather have,
It
an
makes no sense.
constantly injured Chris Carson or a constantly fumbling Chris Carson?
Obviously fumbling.
No, injured because
Injured because then there's no risk of fumbles
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's so good.
he is really good.
when he can hold on to the ball.
This is true.
And then the 49ers, what do you think about this? Just running the Patriots. I just want the Patriots to lose so bad. The Packers,
We all do.
37-8 on the actual Sunday Night Football game. Niners are now 10-1 with that big skid mark number 1, thanks to the Seahawks.
Bro, the Niners are just weird. Like, they're legit. Their defense is really good. That's very surprising that they blew out the Packers, though. Although I
Kittle
don't
went
really think the
off
Packers are
again.
that good. But yeah, Kittle went off.
Yeah. Did we see the whole thing about him playing with like a broken foot or whatever it was?
Oh yeah, he's supposed to go on IR maybe or something, and then he's like just playing. It's
It's
crazy.
like, nope, play me.
Right.
He's like, I'm a tight end, I play.
I'm trying to be like Frank Gore.
Shout out to Frank. Gore.
I think Frank is itching his way into the cover for this week.
Frank Gore and a duck.
More with
Here's Gore.
Gore.
I think he deserves the nickname Frank the Tank.
But is he country strong?
I would say he's pretty country strong. He had some quality runs against the Hawks back in the day.
Yeah, he's very country strong. Country consistent.
Country consistent. Duck Hodges. All right, let's switch gears to the NBA. First clip we have is one of PNW native, North Lake Washington native Zach LaVine going off against the Hornets. Now, there was reports that he got benched intentionally because of his lack of defensive effort or something like that. Did we read about this?
That is true.
Yeah.
They hate their coach Boylan, and I don't know why the Bulls gave him an extension.
Yeah.
Like, literally all the
nobody
players hate
likes
him.
It's bad.
The Jimmys
Literally
have
all you
been
need-
rustled.
All you need in the NBA for a head coach is somebody who will, manage rotations somewhat well.
Drop
Not-
plays like decently well.
Yeah, and just not try and do too much. Like that's
Yeah.
and just keep a good positive environment. I feel like I don't know. I think NBA coaches out of all of them have the least effect on the game.
Yeah, agreed. But they can have a really big effect if you're actually a good coach,
They-
like out of timeouts and stuff.
Big effect,
Right.
timeouts, game calling, but also motivation too. Like look at Pop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
True.
Not
Pop
like
always
Bill
gets the
Belichick.
play. Yeah, I think it's like not Bill Belichick.
Disagree.
I think you can look at a situation like the Warriors, with Steve Kerr. It's hard to tell if he's actually a good coach or not because you don't really have to do much. But so you can automatically say probably didn't have that big of an effect. But then you look at Brad Stevens when he was in Boston. Where is he now? Is he still?
He's still.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as Gordon
Okay.
Hayward's there.
Yeah. As long as Gordon Hayward's there.
Butler boys.
Do we know who Nick A30 is?
I do, yeah, the Fortnite guy.
Yeah, the streamer. I just
Yeah.
put this comparison in my head. They look a lot alike.
They actually do look a lot alike.
They do. I just for some reason I just picture that in my head. But,
Maybe they're the same person.
Yeah. I just know Brad Stevens came from, was it VCU? No, it was Tex
Butler.
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 Yeah.
Butler. Yeah, so a small school that made a run and he was known for just his crazy play calling and basketball smarts. So I think it just shows a difference. But
Well, no, we
a lot of
talked
guys
about
like
the
that.
Celtics last week. They've kind of gone on a skid, but
yeah,
Yeah. Do we have that Kemba thing at all? Like
That
how
was
he got
crazy.
injured. That was sad, but luckily he's doing well. He had a neck injury, they said, or something after colliding with his teammate.
yeah.
But
yeah, it didn't
luckily
look
he's
that
doing well.
severe. But I mean,
I know.
His
just the
neck
angle
just
that he
went,
ran
yeah,
into
just
him.
straight up. I don't have the clip for it, but if we can go back to Levine for a second, we're kind of not sharing the love for him.
Tail it off.
So he was benched the previous nights, and he came out against the Hornets, dropped 49 points, was 13 for 17 from 3, and then he did this to finish the game.
Kobe White, Sadaransky. They won't go away. Good God. Always in the rearview mirror.
Stifling defense.
Trouble. Loose.
Stifling.
Chicago's got it. Oh, no. You're kidding.
Oh, no.
Goodness gracious. The Bulls just won the championship.
It appears so.
No, honestly, though, that was actually a crazy finish.
It was.
Wait, how do you score 6 points or whatever in like 10 seconds?
Tracy McGrady. McGrady.
Yeah,
McGrader.
Tracy McGrader.
Fook.
Tracy McGruber.
Fook. No, it was, let's scrub the video back. So, well, I guess he only scored those 3 points because that was, Zataran's?
Yeah.
Satarans?
Isn't that a brand of rice?
I don't know. His name's Sataransky, though.
Zatarans! It's definitely rice.
Sadaransky hit a 3. They pushed the ball up the court and then like doubled Zach kind of towards like half court. He threw it to Sadaransky, pump faked, guy ran by him, hit a 3, and then it was kind of controversial a little bit, but it looked like they might have fouled Devontae
Graham.
Yeah, on the inbounds pass, and then they stole it, and Zach came out. And
Zatarans.
then people were trying to say that Zach's dribble he took to the 3-point line was a travel, and it might have been, but
There's travels run rampant in the NBA. No one cares anymore.
all right, just come to and watch Chuck run down the court.
All right, enough of that slander. Can we check the chat?
Twitch chat update.
Let's see here. We got Tyler said, I just got fries that were undercooked. I'm heated.
Yummy.
Burge, I believe, said, I hate sports, or who cares about sports, or something.
Why are you here?
He got timed out. I know that.
Joe said, we don't like T. Kane.
Yeah, let's hear it, Joe. Let's hear it, Joe. Let's go.
We don't like in brackets.
Yeah. In different language. Levine wasting his career with the trash bowls. Levine is a watered-down James Harden.
What? What?
Not sure
What
I
is
see the
that
comparison
comparison? What is that?
Chuck is greater than Nick A30 Fortnite. Embiid couldn't hit air if he fell out of a plane tonight.
They hit
Very
0
true.
points.
0 points.
Trust the process, I guess.
I really hope, Chuck, I didn't see it in there, but it's probably because it finished right as we were about to start the pod, but Ben Simmons pulled up from like half court with 6 seconds left in the game for no reason. It was pretty funny.
Travis's microwave went off for no reason.
Trav, did you just get some undercooked fries?
Sorry, my undercooked fries are here.
He's heating up Tyler's fries.
They're nice and done now, Tyler.
Let's see. Tyler said the announcer with a bunch of laughing faces, and the Lakers have the Defensive Player of the Year and MVP.
Oh yeah, baby. Wait, who compared Harden to Levine?
That was Tyler.
Tyler, no TY on that one. Literally completely different games.
Watered down though?
No, because
No,
Levine's like actually really athletic and
Yeah,
Harden-
uber athlete versus finesse scorer.
Yeah,
all the touch in the
Harden
world.
Actually plays better defense now too.
Yeah.
Are we
Jackson posted the clip of Kemba going down.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to share that.
Yeah, it's kind of
brutal.
yeah.
It's kind of brutal, but I will still go and play the Alex Smith snapping his leg.
Yeah.
It depends on the mood, I guess. And then I took a photo of these fries. So Jackson, I will not. I'm not going to pull up that link, but I'm going to give you praise for the rest of forever with the deep shot swag from last week.
Let's go, baby.
We got a video that the deep shot's going to be sharing after Thanksgiving that you want to stay tuned on, Jackson, and everyone else who is thankful for his contribution to the show?
I am.
All right.
Hey, Tyler, your fries are ready.
Tyler.
I like how this guy's eating like in the middle of the show.
No, I just have nerds in my mouth.
Eating. That's food.
Is candy really food?
You put your nerds in the microwave? Who are you?
Yeah, what is
I
going
do.
on? You psychopath?
Is candy really food?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could live off of candy.
Your poor teeth.
Would you become like a diabetic though?
You'd probably be dead before that happens.
Jeez.
You got the
dark
sugar.
shot.
The dark shot. Okay. Richard Jefferson news. Now, we have some conflicting reports right before we went live that this might be fake news, but I think the opinion is real. So let's listen in.
I'm on the mic. First of all, I just want anybody that questions my loyalty to the Nets, I refuse to play for the Knicks. Like Jason Kidd and Kenny Martin, they don't really care. Me, I was the one person that said, Knicks, no, I'll retire. That's why I retired. They were the one team that offered me a job, and I decided to retire.
Is this a true story?
It's true. I
Richard?
decided to retire instead of
Wow,
playing for the
how
Knicks.
about that?
It was true.
So Richard Jefferson says that, but
Says that.
says that. Shut up.
Sorry, Chuck. I don't think Josh and I heard anything.
I turned on the volume on the thing, so I heard it.
Was that not coming through
But
for you guys?
I couldn't hear it, but I know what he says.
You guys can't hear that?
I can hear it now.
Yeah. What's
Now
going
I
on?
can, yeah.
But anyways, Knicks PR, the verified public relations account for the Knicks, said, for clarification purposes, it is not true that the New York Knicks offered Richard Jefferson a contract in either the summer of 2018 or 2019.
Why do they have to say that?
Look at the first comment. This is what the cool kids call rent free.
100%. Oh my god. I love Richard Jefferson.
W tweet. Okay, so even if the Knicks come out and say that they didn't offer him a contract, that doesn't mean that there were talks of one.
Yeah, like, who even cares? Why do they have to even say this? It's Richard Jefferson.
When he was on the
and like
roster
3
for
years
like
ago.
the past 5 years, he literally just sat on the bench and like cheered.
Yeah, actually, he was kind of good on the Cavs for a little bit. He was like annoying.
He'd make these random plays that just like
I know.
made you
He
love
was,
him.
he was guarding like Kevin Durant or Klay Thompson or something in the finals.
Hey, but the
That
Knicks
shows
have to
you- that
protect
shows
their
you-
brand because they're not a good basketball team, so they at
They're
least
act-
have to.
Just a joke.
They at least have to, you know, be associated as that one New York team.
At least they got all their free agents this year.
Yeah,
the-
true.
They're doing
And they
great.
got Tyler Tesorio to go to a game, so.
That is true. Here's a Knick highlight, but it's not for the Knicks. Ben Simmons makes career history in this play with
The
his.
Sixers just won the championship.
Ntilikina, a below-average three-point shooter. There's Simmons. Yes, he did it. Ben Simmons.
That's his first career three-point shot.
That's so rough.
the announcers are just going insane.
I know.
Yes, he
The fact that
did
the
it!
announcer said he did it is so like
We as a city has been waiting for 4 years.
It's pathetic, dude. Ben Simmons has not evolved his game at all.
Can someone go in and read the last all caps comment from from Tyler?
Josh,
that shot was money.
Tyler got to get in the booth at the 76ers games. Call that.
Heck yeah.
All right, what else is in here? Oh, yeah, so I know in previous seasons we have been heavy slander on Markelle Fultz, but he appears to be making a renaissance.
He's actually been pretty good.
We. The
I was
collective,
never part of this
the royal we.
The royal deep shot.
Let's
Markel's my boy.
let's roll
I
this.
watched him play against Lonzo and lose by 30, but outplay Lonzo.
Well, let's
Lonzo's
roll.
bad.
Let's roll
Put
this
that on
clip
record.
of Markelle heroics.
We just talked about it, David. We had to make a defensive play, and how about the one Markelle makes? And then add a little insult to injury. Woo!
Wow, this crowd is just buzzing here.
They're buzzing.
Buzzing.
You're buzzing all over me.
So
He had another one yesterday.
the dirty
Yesterday or the day
dunk.
before. No, he dropped somebody off of a screen. I forget who it was.
Was it a dirty Diana?
Yeah, it was a dirty Diana. Shout out to Michael Jackson.
Huh?
No, but he
You
dropped
know
somebody
the
coming off of
song,
the screen.
Chuck?
You never heard that song?
You mean Billie Jean?
Yeah.
Dirty Diana.
No.
Okay.
Let's go.
But I can give props to Markelle Fultz for plays like that. I don't have to slander him, but someone has to get slandered. And since Winston isn't here, we're going to do some Dirk slandering from former teammate, current Maverick superstar, Luka Doncic. Let's see what he has to say about the improvements from this year compared to last year.
We're much confident this year. Last year we had Dirk in defense, so it was tough.
So the quote was, if you can't understand his thick European accent, last year we had Dirk on defense. It was tough.
Jeez. kind of rude.
I mean, I think it's a playful shot. You don't come out and admit that you eat 3 gallons of ice cream a day into retirement and expect for people to go lightly on you.
This is true.
Winston, what do you have to say about that? That's what I thought.
Stink.
The Mavs are good, though. The Mavs are playing really well. Luka especially.
Amazing.
Is Luka a top 5 player right now in the NBA?
Yes.
Is he a top 10 running back of all time, though?
Yes.
You mean top 3 rusher of all time?
Yeah.
Going for Gore. I still need to figure out what to call this episode. It's going to be Gore heavy, though.
Mm-hmm. Tracy McGrader.
Tracy McGore. All right. Let's check the chat again.
Twitch chat update.
Let's see. We had Burge getting timed out again.
Let's go.
I think he said the same thing. Nobody cares about sports. Tyler said, "Hey Travis, how about you stream Oink Oink?"
Alright, that's enough. Unmodded.
I wouldn't want to play for the Knicks either. Do you want an exclusive look at my uncooked fries? RJ was
Sounds
LeBron's.
terrible.
He later said that it tastes like yellow Play-Doh.
Dude, like,
Where are
imagine
those
eating,
fries
like,
from?
Imagine eating, like, hard fries. It sounds awful.
The worst part is Tyler was the one who made these in the oven and undercooked them himself.
Jeez.
No, he was ordering food. I was FaceTiming him earlier.
Let's see.
I'll back him
here.
up on that.
He said
Probably from
RJ
Wendy's
was
or something.
RJ was LeBron's best teammate on the Cavs. That's facts.
What?
He put his cashews in Clay's face.
That's true. When he had that dunk over Clay in the finals.
Totem pole.
Totem pole head ass.
LeBron?
No,
Richard
Jefferson.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I'm just so used to LeBron dunking on people. So the Knicks are equivalent to explosive crud. Again, with a that shot was money. Of course, it was against the Knicks. Looks like a young Levine. I think that was to
James Harden?
Markelle. No, Markelle, which again, not a very good comparison. And,
No.
Zach to Markelle there, but Tyler, we still love you. I'm gonna wake up with bad stomach pains. Luka needs a haircut. Looks like Chuck in the 3rd grade.
What? Okay then.
And then Bonzo said, "Wow, chumps couldn't even show up." And LOL, love a deep shot.
Chuck, I love you so much, Daddy.
Illy Bonzo.
Illy Bonzo.
Oh, what's a Bonzo? I thought that was Burge. And I was like, why does it say "love you deep shot"? That's not a Burge comment. What is this man on? But no, hey Bonzo, welcome back to the dry land. Okay.
Paul's back for good.
I mean, I'm not going to announce official military business, but
Fair.
he's on some land. I'll tell you that much.
He's on soil.
He's on soil. Not metal. Not cold metal ship. Okay.
Is he on the clay of Tennessee?
That's classified.
Okay.
All right, let's get into these bricks. This one was for Tyler. He was at this game. This is how the Nets win their game, is a dingus, boneheaded play by, I'm drawing a blank on Ellison's first name. Guard for the Knicks.
Wayne Ellington?
Ellington. Was it Wayne?
Pretty sure.
Probably.
We're a sports podcast. We know our names.
I don't
It's
know
the
the Knicks. Yeah.
It's the Knicks.
No one knows
Good call.
who are on the Knicks.
But this is a 200 IQ move right here. Just the pass in, hitting the opposing player. Nets walk away with a W. Tyler gave away his 100% authentic Kevin Durant jersey to a fan. And by 100% authentic, I mean like stitched, possibly game worn.
I mean, Chuck could have bought it in the 3rd grade.
Yeah, exactly. And then it wouldn't be a deep shot show without some Bills Mafia love. So the Bills playing the Broncos played, what is it, the little Allen cousin? I don't even know his first name. Quarterback for the Broncos.
I think it's Brandon.
Brandon Allen. Possibly not even invited to the Allen family Thanksgiving. But this very large, rotund, almost a nomination for Country Strong. On his big old Buffalo beer belly, it says, "Our Allen is better." And I would agree with you. That is correct.
How is that Country Strong?
Do you remember the large dancer at the hockey game?
Yes, he was not.
It was Country Strong. That was totally
we have different
Country
opinions
Strong.
of Country Strong.
No.
Could not agree more.
Nope. No. Okay, well, our Country Strong is a little bit better than this, so let's roll the Josh Allen Country Strong pass to the flat on the intro.
No, don't get him there. Look at him go. Country Strong play of the week.
And so Vita Vea becomes the most heaviest player to catch a touchdown in the NFL. He clocks in at 347 pounds, and this is his touchdown against the Falcons. Winston, what do you have to say about this before we roll the clip?
Shout out to you, Dub.
This was awesome.
From the one.
And
Play
Country
fake to Barber and the pass.
Strong.
Touchdown. Vita Vea, the defensive lineman, who was lined up in the
Gosh, that's a large man.
and went
That
out
is a
and
large
caught the touchdown pass. So Bruce
Chuck, you know how many
Arians.
Apple Cup victories that man has?
I mean, we're not counting he caught a touchdown in the NFL where it matters.
Yeah, you're right.
Lordy.
Apple Cup doesn't matter. Is that what you're saying, Chuck?
It didn't matter previous years, but it matters this year. 2 apples in the hands of Logan into Josh's mouth.
Getting shoved in your mouth simultaneously.
After
really
next
hope-
week.
I really hope it snows.
Dude, that's the worst part is there are spacey reports that there might be some snow in Seattle this year.
I
I can't wait for Thanksgiving Eve church ball.
Agreed.
Well, I will say that in less than a week's time, or a little more than a week's time, I should say, we'll have the deciding factor for the Apple Cup, and then beyond that, we'll have the video come out of Josh eating the apples from Logan's hand at church ball.
We all see Chuck's prediction here. Chuck, what do you think his score is going to be?
Snow or no snow?
We'll go no snow just for time's sake.
No snow for the prediction. I would say WSU 31, UW 24. No, sorry, 27.
31, 27 or 27, 24?
31, 27 Cougs.
31, 27. Okay.
Or 56 to 6.
Oh, wow.
Somewhere in between there.
That's
if
the
it
difference
snows,
between snow and no snow.
56, yeah.
Yeah, snow, it'll be 31, 27. If it doesn't snow, 56 to 6. No, 31, 27 is my prediction.
Okay, well, I don't even have to give a prediction because we know how, like, the past, I think, what is it, 6 or 5? 5 of them have gone.
Okay, let's
Yes,
check the
that we
chat
do.
one more time.
Twitch chat update.
Let's see. We had Tyler. I'm gonna ruin that soundboard.
I like how the
I just
tone
sent you a
changes when he
quick
does all
one.
caps.
Well, the first one was him being an announcer. This one, I think it was just him yelling at his house.
Like old man yells at cloud.
Yeah. I just sent you a pic of my fries. Look at it. The game was fire. Let's see. We had Bonzo said, "Love the layout," and "Go Cougs, boys! Future alma mater."
Woo! That's news to me. Let's go.
Hey Chuck, you know what the good thing about the Apple Cup is?
So what is it, Josh?
Win or lose, Cougs booze.
Win or lose, we consume alcohol because we do all the time.
I'm all for it.
I think I missed a couple, Tyler, here. I wasn't copying a Josh Allen, even if it was for free. And then he said, "That's a big boy, and I should give that man my fries." I'm sure he'd enjoy it.
Thank you, brother.
Should give Carmelo your fries because he's a big boy too.
Carmelo went off tonight, didn't he?
Woo! No defense.
He had like 25, something like that.
Got scored on 40 times.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Roughly.
Aside from the mellow slander, do you guys have any closing thoughts?
Go Dogs, go Hawks. That's about it.
Just go Hawks, go Lakers.
Go Lakers.
Go Bills, go Cougs. NBA I'm not really affiliated with so far.
You have Drummond.
I do. But it's it's the Pistons.
Didn't stop you before.
That's true. I have to reevaluate my NBA fandom.
Just be a Knicks fan.
No. No.
For Amari.
Yeah, no, I don't want to live in the past like all the rest of the Knicks fans.
Like Tyler with Carmelo.
Tyler with Carmelo, everyone who watched Patrick Ewing.
It can be Chuck with Wayne Ellington.
No thanks.
Sounds great.
No thanks. All right. So let's get into our bye-byes. Thank you always to Tyler, junior producer of The Deep Shot, holding it down in the chat, modding out or timing out with his mod powers, those who need to be timed out. As a reminder, you can find The Deep Shot on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Podcasts, or really wherever you get podcasts. We're also live on Twitch every Monday night now. Winston should be back next week. And you can check out The Deep Shot on YouTube the following day. So that's going to do it for us for this week. We will see you in a week's time with the Cougs of Washington State atop the Evergreen State with an Apple Cup victory. And Josh will eat apples out of Logan's hand. And you'll see it here first when it happens. So bye-bye. See you next week. Is everyone waving
Bye-bye.
towards somewhere?
Waving.
We all waving?
You hear the motion of my hand?
Yeah, get your hand really close to the mic.
All right, here you go. It's going really fast.
Sounds like a fap. All right. Bye now.